Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Now, baby. Come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
All right. And we are live and we are back. This is another edition of Listen, I'm trying to
God bless you.
Listen.
God bless you.
That wasn't a sneeze. Honest to God.
Spasm?
No.
Did you just have a spasm?
No, I'm trying to you know how like Chris Berman got his little thing, for his intro. I'm trying to work on something. So
Leave that to Boom.
Please,
Stop the Boom.
please be patient. Be patient. But listen. We're live and we are back, and I have the group of guys with me, aka gang, aka the Podsters, if you will. And yours truly, our guy, Matt, aka Matty Ice, aka Matt COVID, aka Matt the Scammer. Matt, what up, though?
Man, I'm good, man. What's going on? I'm happy to be here. Another Victory Tuesday. I can get used to this, man. This is nice.
For sure, we got action. No, Josh Coaster. We do not have a sponsorship by those people, but that's just it's all good. So also we have our guy Rad, all-purpose Rad. Do it all Rad, house Rad. We call him. What I'm saying, real estate Rad. Rad. What up? What up?
What's good, man? I'm happy, man. Happy to be here, bro. Happy to pod. Man, I think this the year, y'all boys. We overdue this the year, man.
We overdue. You hear that?
Overdue.
You hear that, people? And we have our guy, my main man, Mike D, aka Frank. Hey, Mike, what up, dude?
Yeah, what's going on? I'm ready to party. What's going on, freak?
Listen. Before we get into the pleasantries, let me go to my man Matty Ice. If you can, Matt, tell the people who this podcast is presented by.
You gotta know if you've been following us. This podcast is presented by none other than Buffalo Wing Kings. Buffalo Wing Kings. If it's one thing that the guys here at OBP know, it's Buffalo Bills football and it's wings. At Buffalo Wing Kings, with over 101 flavors and a flavor of the month, they are sure to school every other wing place around. They got their location opening up on Main Street and a location opening up in the Black Rock Riverside area on Niagara Street, coming very soon. Give Wing Kings a call at 716-248-1427 or visit them at 484 Elmwood and find out why they say, and we know, that they got the best wings in town, hands down. And also bonus, you mentioned the boys over here at the Overdue Bills podcast. You get that extra 10% off of your whole order. So go holler at them right now. Get some wings, man.
Listen. If you in the comments, if you are watching this, you heard the man. Mention the Overdue Bills podcast and you get that 10% off. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it is. 5 for 10, you know. But if you know, you know. If you don't know what I'm saying, then move on. All right, but listen. We're here to have fun, y'all. We're here to have fun. And listen, I was listening to this leadership class, maximizing, the internet game and all of that stuff right now. I was listening, and you know what they said? They said what we ought to do, y'all, is put what we're trying to give to the people in between two mountains. And y'all don't know what that means, but I'm explaining to y'all later. All right, but we can have some fun. We're going to have some fun.
Yo, Sam got the remix. This is the remix pod today.
Listen.
He started off having spasms. He talking about two mountains.
Listen.
I don't know what's good. What's going on?
When y'all
This was not in the pre-taping.
If you
by the way.
if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But listen, I gotta say this. I gotta say this because I believe that we are responsible. We talked about it on our group text I believe that we are responsible for a play that happened yesterday in the game. And if you don't know, this is what it is. Jaquan Johnson, if you did not watch last week's show, we interviewed Jaquan Johnson, safety for the Buffalo Bills, number 46. Y'all seen the interview. If you were here, it was fire. We had an amazing interview. If you didn't go back and watch it, definitely on the YouTube feed, Overdue Bills Pod. Please subscribe to that. So we had the interview with him. We get to the game, and lo and behold, I think I called the fake punt myself. I don't know. How do y'all feel about it, man? How y'all feel about it?
Yo, we gotta get him back on the show because he didn't tell us he had that in that bag.
Listen,
he didn't let us know.
Yeah.
He didn't let us know.
He probably was waiting on us. He probably was holding it like, man, they don't even know what I'm about to do. They don't even know what I'm about to do this Monday.
I'm gonna sit on this one. I'm gonna sit on this one.
They gonna see. Man, shout out to Jaquan.
I was going. Yo, my phone went crazy. Yo, did y'all have him on a pod? I was like, yeah, that's an overdue Bills effect coming in.
Man. I'm telling you, we either bully somebody into being sweet, or they just,
that's a fact.
Get on, and that overdue Bills effect it just rubs off, man.
That's definitely a fact. The people that we talk about, they go out and have great games. The people that's on the show go out and have a fake punt, and now they're living in the infamy of the whole world. You know what I mean? That name, Jaquan Johnson, is ringing a bell. You know what I'm saying? So listen, Josh Allen, if you out there, if you want to have 600 yards passing, come talk to us. Come talk to us. You know what I'm saying? So listen. Let's do this properly. I do have a quick question of the day. And we appreciate everybody that's in the comments, everybody that's watching. And if you are watching, please like and share this. We need you to like and share this. We need as many people, to see this. We're trying to take the pod to the next level. But I do have a quick question. Quick question of the day. Did your level of expectation change during the season because of the success of the Bills? Right? We know we talked about in the beginning of, this year, we had our expectations of the Bills. But seeing the product on the field and I mean, we're amazing, by all accounts. My question is, like, during the season, did it change, right? Did it change from maybe just, I just want to get the playoffs and, we got Super Bowl on our minds. So I'm going to go to Rad. Because Rad been talking good. You know what I'm saying? And Rad is normally pessimistic, Rad, but let's see what he is right now. Rad, did your attitude change about the Bills?
I like realistic Rad. I like that.
Okay, realistic Rad.
I think you're the pessimist. But
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shocker,
but yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? If we go back to earlier pods, my thing was like win the division, man. Just win the division, get a home playoff game. That was all I was saying. That was my goal. That was like, we haven't done that in since 95. So that all I was thinking about, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, there's no need to jump levels, you know what I mean? We need to win a division and get a home playoff game. But along that ride, last week I said we the best team in football. Last week I felt we was the best team in football, and this week they came out and showed them that we are. I think we the best team in football. The Chiefs are playing a little more iffy. Mahomes ain't playing MVP level like football, and I think Josh Allen is. You know what I mean? I think he moved ahead of Mahomes in the MVP race, and I think we a Super Bowl contender. I think we can. I wouldn't be shocked if we get to the Super Bowl. I think we should. I think we have a real good chance to get to the Super Bowl, and I think we can win one. I think we're good enough. We're one of those 2 or 3 teams that can win the Super Bowl every year. It's like 3 or 4 teams that can win the Super Bowl every year. The Bills is definitely one of those teams, and I think we're the best team in football. So yes, it definitely changed.
Matt.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in the beginning of the season, I was one of the ones saying that we can go 12-4 easy,
Facts.
and I was going along with that the whole time, but I also had my doubts as far as the upper echelon as quarterbacks go, and just as far as the upper echelon as teams go. I know in the beginning of the season we talked about maybe Baltimore and Kansas City being ahead of us in the AFC, but I think right now I'm going to piggyback right. We're the best team in football, not just the AFC. And also I'm going to piggyback on the Josh Allen, I think, jumped over Mahomes in the last couple of weeks because A-Rod's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's not getting. It's like it's seeming to be like just A-Rod and Mahomes in the talks of the national media for MVP. But I think Josh jumped him the past 2 weeks for sure. Just as far as going out and being dominant and making it look like he's not even playing. You know what I mean? Like it's just making it look so easy.
I agree with that.
When he should.
Well, I mean, that's to be expected, right? Because at the end of the day, Josh Allen, he just got to the party, right? He just got to that party. He just got to that class. But I normally I'm going to Mike, but for me, I'm gonna be honest. In my lifetime, I was just talking to somebody. The Bills have always been terrible, right? We've been bad. Like in my adult life, my whole life. It doesn't matter adult or young. We've been bad.
Yeah.
And going into the season, it's funny because I'm thinking, right, our defense is going to show up, right? We're gonna have the best defense in the league, and we're gonna make a run at this thing. Maybe the Patriots may not be as bad and whatever. Let's just see what we could do. But I'm telling you, during this season, I think it was midway in, I said to myself, we have the best quarterback in football. We have the best offensive coordinator in football. We have a great culture. We have the best fans. We have the best receiver in football. We have a top 5 cornerback in football. And I said to myself, I cannot understand for the life of me how we can't go to the Super Bowl. That's where my attitude changed, right? Like it's one thing for me to say, all right, we middling, let's see what we could do. But like we have the best players. What else is there to do but to win the Super Bowl? That's how I felt about it. So I'm in lockstep with Rad. I don't know how Mike feels.
When you had the best quarterback in football and probably the best coach in football, expectations have to change, right? Going into the season, right? Because I remember Matt and I arguing about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes like we used to back in the day. Those silly arguments that we don't no longer need to have. But right. Josh Allen numbers were so bad, and I was telling Matt that Josh Allen needed to be significantly better for us to be a real contender, right? And everybody kept telling me, oh, no, Mitchell Trubisky, right? Just a small bump. Just do 60% accuracy. Just do, throw for 3,200 yards, right? Have 25 touchdowns, 50, right? Our expectations for Josh Allen coming into the season was so low that there's no way I could see us beating them Mahomes, Baltimore with Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, but they lost D-Hop, right? But a better quarterback. Once he start throwing for 427 yards, 4 touchdowns, running, no interceptions, things have to change. And once I see McDermott is out coaching, Belichick, he's out coaching Shanahan, he's out coaching all these, grade A coaches, you have to say what's stopping us from being a Super Bowl contender. So of course, expectations is no longer just get a home playoff game. Like they said, we are one, not done. So that's where I'm at too.
Yep.
I'm with you, man. I like it. It feels good, man. How do y'all feel about it? I mean, is it like
I just want to party? I just want to party with y'all. To be honest, that's how I feel.
For me, it's kind of surreal though, right? Because I'm watching a game yesterday, and it's like, I never been on this side. Like winning, beating down the Patriots, winning. Like we usually get a letdown. Like this is usually like a letdown. Oh, the Patriots got us. Blah, blah, blah. We might struggle into the playoffs or something crazy. Like last year, we lost 3 of the last 4 or something like that going into the playoffs or something like that. But no, we turned it on. We're good. We're great. It's like we're great. Facts. Like it's that simple. We're great, and it's like wow. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say great. I'm not gonna say really great yet because we haven't won nothing yet. We just winning games. You know what I mean? We just better team winning games. But we're a good football team, and that's just like it's crazy to just watch it. It's kind of surreal.
And for Rad talked about it last week that he wished that we clinched the AFC this week, right? But for me, I just don't even care, right? Start the show, I had the Belichick throwing the phone right there. To me, that is our the goalpost game. Remember when we finally beat Miami and they turned down the goalpost and it was this big old thing. Seeing Belichick throw that phone over a challenge in the third quarter, that let me know that okay, it's over. The days of the Patriots, the reign in the AFC East is no more. And like I just love it. I'm just happy, man. I can't wait.
Nah,
I'm ecstatic. And listen, you're in the comments right now. Again, we need you to like and we need you to share this. And also, that was a mountain. And this is in between the mountain. We got merch. We have merch. You see it. These are the overdue Bills hoodies. Listen, I know y'all want them. These are
Rad's got the T.
Yeah, Rad got the T. Rad got the T. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. We had an order low key sold out. We had to put another order in, man. The pre-orders is going off. We already got a lot of pre-orders, but we still have some hoodies left. We ordered some extra tees for you. If you want a hoodie, if you want a t-shirt, please hit us up. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Overdue Bills. Our guy Matty Ice. I would say Matt the Scammer. He's not scamming when he's dealing with merch, but Matt the Scammer. You know what I'm saying? Matt right there. He is handling, the merch. Well, we're all handling it, but Matt is kind of the go-to person. He's definitely got the Cash App. He got the Venmo. Whatever you need, we can deal with it. Shirts is how much, Matt?
The shirts are 25 and hoodies are 40. And
yes.
then, if you don't live here, we can ship it to you.
Yeah, if you do not live here,
Mill's out delivering
listen,
right now.
Mill's out delivering right now. Yeah,
I tell you, he out delivering right now.
Pay for him,
listen,
man.
He got stimmies in one hand and he got merch in the other. You know what I'm saying? Not the two. Listen, not
might need to be called all purpose.
Listen.
All purpose meals, man.
Not the 2,000 stimmy, the 600. You know what I mean? Shouts up to the GOP. But anyways, we can move on. We don't have to get in politics.
And he got the sticky on him, so don't try to, you know what I mean? Don't try to do nothing crazy. He got the sticky on him. Chill.
Listen.
He looks good. He looks good out there.
He likes it.
He licensed, yeah.
Listen, shout out to the stimmies.
Vlad TV now.
I know. This is crazy. Listen,
license.
We here and listen. We love fan engagement. If you are in the comments, please talk to us because we're going into a quick recap of the game. Buffalo Bills versus the New England Patriots. It was a beatdown. I don't know what else to say. Like it was over. Like from the point go, it was over. You know what I'm saying? And what was the score? 38 to 9. 38 to 9. Who was near the score? Who predicted that? Was you?
I had 38-14.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, I mean, I told y'all
7. So.
Yes, Matt. It's all you have it.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah. Matt always got 31, y'all.
Yeah, Matt always got 31.
Yeah.
But for me, I think this is really speaks home to what I said last week that McDermott and them, they don't take it lightly for what the Patriots did to us over 20 years, bro. It was 35 wins to 5 losses. That's insane. Yeah. And I think they went out there and they. Like y'all was texting the group chat. Why is the starter still in? Because McDermott wanted to put his foot on the Patriots' neck, and he did. And felt good. I felt good.
Yeah, we saw like, Fred Jackson get his little TV shine. I know guys like that were watching last night, and they were just so pumped, man.
Sweep. I've seen a lot of sweeps on Twitter.
This is beautiful. This is so beautiful watching this destruction right now. At the hands of us,
It was amazing. What's up, man?
My man, Josh Allen breaking records. He's gonna break another one this week. He broke Jim Kelly's touchdown record yesterday. He's 60 yards away from Bledsoe's yard records. So he's gonna smoke that this week.
For sure.
We got guys getting in the Bills record. He's gonna play.
But wait, before we get into that, Mike brought it up early. I thought we was gonna get a little pleasantries out there, but that's fine. We can move, not move. But I wanted to bring this up because I was talking about it today at work. Is it fair or foul that McDermott left our starters in there? Because when I looked at the injury report, Cole Beasley is week to week, and it was specifically that last play where he was in. Josh Allen tried to pass on the ball. The game was out of hand.
It was Barkley.
Or Matt Barkley, whoever tried to pass on the ball, the game was out of hand, and he got hurt. He is week to week. I don't know, regardless of what, he is week to week. He got hurt. Was it fair or foul? Should he have pulled the starters earlier?
Whoever wants to start.
I'm asking.
It's one of those things where, how mad can you be if a football player get hurt and playing football? You know what I mean? It's like, Josh Allen didn't play. It was like 11 minutes left in the game. Josh Allen was out. Cole Beasley was the only, I think, starting receiver in, and they tried to give him the ball. So I mean, you want him out that game. You want everybody to come home healthy. But it's football. He week to week. It ain't a major injury where he's gonna be gone. I think he probably gonna be. I think some starters should sit next week anyway. I don't know what's the big difference between a 2 and 3 seed. So it is what it is. Would I have took him out? Yeah, I texted the group chat. Yeah, I texted in the group chat. Yeah, I think these boys should be out. Hopefully, it was the last drive. So I would have took him out, but I'm not really mad at a football player getting hurt from playing football. You know, he could have got hurt play one. So it is what it is.
I mean, granted, yes, he could have got hurt play one, but I mean, he did not. Like, I'm speaking specifically, like, we had a chance. What I'm saying is Sean McDermott had a chance to take all the players out, right? He had a chance. We were going into the fourth quarter. All he had to do was say the starters sit, and we're going to put in the backups. The game was out of hand. There was no possible way we could have lost that game. So my only issue is I'm talking about strategy, because we're not playing just to beat the New England Patriots. They're terrible. We're playing for Super Bowl. We're playing for much more than that. And was it a case of he's looking at the right now and not what's going to be happening? Mike?
I mean, if Josh Allen was out, right? Diggs probably was out, right? He put some starters. He just didn't put everybody at once, right? So he was in his football.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
My bad. I don't know if we had the personnel to take all of them out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have the. Yeah.
But he did.
I don't know how many wide receivers yeah, that's right. Like was he gonna take everybody out at once? Like let Mark Barkley have a chance for a second, right? Why he's got hurt? I'm not too worried about that.
And why play at all then, Sam? What's the point of playing at all? I mean,
I don't know why y'all doing this if buts or coulds. I'm speaking specifically to this thing. He got hurt because he was left in the game. That's all I'm saying.
If Josh Allen got hurt during this game, is why play Josh Allen?
But Josh Allen did not get hurt during the game. I am not saying that Rad, we can move on.
Hypotheticals.
No. It is not hypothetical, because Cole Beasley is week to week. He may not play in the playoffs. We don't know.
I think he's fine. I think he's fine, honestly. I mean, he walked off.
We get John Brown back.
And we got a week off, and I think they have to say something in the injury report, like, oh, he's day to day, week to week. You know what I mean? Week to week. They have to say something to avoid.
I'm not. Overall, I'm not mad, bro. I'm not mad.
It's football.
Football.
Okay, so okay. With that being said, we beat the Patriots. I don't know. Do you have anything really else to say about it? Like, it was a mere bag of shells to me. Like, we were supposed to win the game, we blew them out. What difference would that make?
Yeah.
I thought something that was different though was the announcers, right? For years, we had to listen to Patriots pick up some random cornerback, and everybody tell you how awesome it was. But if a different team would have picked him up, they would have said, "Oh, this is why this team sucks." Right? Even the Patriots moves that didn't work, they lift up and glorified. Right? They were killing them. Said no, they can't draft wide receiver. Something that Preach said about Belichick on this show, on the other show.
Facts.
Right? They talked about the defense. Talked about they don't know who the quarterback going to be. He's going to be Stidham to the bend in. Like, Louis Riddick was killing Belichick.
He was.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a breath of fresh air, and that was nice to hear.
Yeah.
It was. What's up, Rat?
Oh, just to talk about the game, I think the best part of the game I liked was how McDermott coached. He coached like he had a better team. He coached like, you know what I mean? You just, when you see your coach constantly going for it, keeping them in, just doing fake punts, all that type of stuff, is like you coaching like you're the better team. And that was the best, like, seeing that because all that stuff used to happen to us. Where we just gonna keep going for it because it's the Bills. But knowing that we're the team that's gonna keep going for it, knowing the team that we're the better team, and we know that if we get another crack at this, if we get this first down, we're gonna score. I think that's the best. That was the best part of the game for me.
It's funny because I honestly, when we talked about the fake punt again, we had Jaquan Johnson who threw the pass in the fake punt. We had an interview with him. Please go watch it. I thought that was intuitive. I don't know if that was planned so much.
I think it's a read thing. It's a read.
Yeah, but I'm about to say, because they do load up that box on punts a lot. They had like 4 block punt touchdowns.
Yeah,
they do that a lot. So I'm sure their special teams coach had to have drawn up some type of audible. Like, hey, if they do this, we're going for it.
For sure.
It's a read. I think it was a read, a perfect read, and he was wide open. I mean,
he was.
Shouts out,
Sam. You could have made that pass.
Well, I could make multiple passes. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if y'all knew. I did play quarterback in high school. You can check the tape. But anyways, Mike.
I said I watched games this year where a team does that and they punt the ball and they sort of replay and they circle like, hey, this guy was wide open, but they didn't see it.
That's true.
Right? It just shows you the level of detail that the Bills coaching staff go to every week to have
all 3 phases.
For all 3 phases. They don't let anything slip through the crack, and it's amazing.
My biggest takeaway though, and my favorite part of the game yesterday was, we don't punt. We don't like we're a team that doesn't, like, we're in a part. There's so much confidence in our offense that we're going for it. Or the end of the game, the third quarter, we chewed up the last 5 minutes of the third quarter. Then we had the ball in the fourth quarter for the last 7 minutes. We did the same thing against Big Ben and them. Like, if we're a team, if we could score 30 points and we're a team that cannot, I'm saying if we're a team that can score 30 points and we can not give the other, we can like hold on to the ball at the end of the game, we're not going to lose. I love that going forward.
Listen, we're gonna talk about. Oh, no,
hold on. Rad and Matt gave their best thing. I want mine.
I thought you gave. You talked for like 20 minutes.
I was just piggybacking off somebody.
Oh, what's up?
No, for me, it was that 4th and 1 to Gabe Davis. That was a timeout, right? Because I remember a couple years ago arguing with Mills. The Bills went for it on 4th and 1, and Tyrod threw a terrible pass to a terrible receiver, and Jay Jones. It was incomplete, right? And Mills went to the group chat, was like, "Why they throw the ball long? Oh, they only needed 1 yard." I'm like, Mills, like, Bill, they went for a touchdown. Like, I'm not gonna fault a team for going for a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
And Mills was telling me that we should just went for the 1 yard, right? I'm just so happy that we have a team that I don't have to settle for we just need 1 yard, right? We have a team that every play we can get a touchdown.
Thanks.
One week, Josh Allen said, "Damn, how many times we got to score?"
Yeah.
This is the team that Bills fans deserve, right? Every year when Matt say that we going 10-6, I'm happy that it finally paid off for him, right? All those years, so everybody's giving sweat equity to this team. We finally have a team that deserve our fandom, the money that we give. Like, we finally have a team that deserve all of it, and I just want to say, the fans should be out cheering, man. I just want to party, man.
I'm not partying yet.
Man, party, man. Enjoy the process.
I'm enjoying the ride.
Enjoy the process.
I'm enjoying the ride, but I'm still, we're not satisfied. I'm sure they aren't satisfied either.
But I'm happy.
Listen, if you do go party, wear a mask. But but Mike had a question. He hit us up in the group chat. He said, "Yo, before we get into the nitty gritty of the show, I have to ask a question." And Mike, you have the floor for your question.
So I posed this question on Twitter. But how much money would y'all give to see this Bills team versus a prime Tom Brady New England Patriots team?
I'm gonna be honest. I can go first. I wouldn't pay any money. I'm a future person. I don't like to look back into the past all the time. And in this instance, I don't even care. The Patriots, who are they? Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. They had a good run. Let's move on. That's me personally.
They had a good run.
They did. They had one of the greatest runs of all time. But so what? So what? Let's move on. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Now it's our time.
Yeah, I don't know what leadership class Priest took, but he living in 2022. I love it. Got some Kanye.
What do you guys think in the comments, people? I know
that's
people
interesting,
watching,
Mike.
man.
That's very interesting because you talk about that team that lost the 17-0 team, whatever that lost.
It don't gotta be the 07 team with Mars.
We would have lost.
It's Tom Brady when he was just like not Tom Brady from last year, right? When he was
Tom
old.
Brady in the prime, one of them years.
Just a year when the Patriots is going 14-1, 13-3.
We'd have split.
To see this team versus them and versus a Patriots team that we just stumped last night, right? If we would have beat a Tom Brady led team, right, it would have been riots in the streets, right? But COVID kind of probably stopped that anyways. But I'm just curious to see what y'all think about that. Would you have felt better if that was Tom Brady and they would have been showing his stupid face all night?
Would I have felt better? No, I don't think I would have felt better. Because I honestly think we're one of the best teams in football. So I don't know how much better I would feel. I know the whole Tom Brady thing and he always beats us, but being the Patriots, beating Bill Belichick, I mean, I think that for me that's good enough. What you got, man?
I'm the same way. It's not. I mean, because I've been there when we beat Brady. You know what I mean? It wasn't a lot, but I would. You know what I mean? So it wasn't
5 times in 20 years.
It wasn't in dominating fashion. You know what I'm saying? I was so happy to see that. I didn't care who played for the Patriots yesterday. Yeah. I didn't care, and it just like with the sign all week. I seen something on the news, the lady screw facing everybody, taking pictures by this. People traveled. Go take pictures. I saw a guy, he traveled from Buffalo to go take a picture just at the sign. He couldn't even go to the game yesterday. He just went to go take a picture at the sign. So I love it. I love it.
That's wild.
Okay. I love it too. I don't know. Was it just me or was Matt like in?
Matt
He was in the
Howard.
Mandalorian. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mr.
Matt,
Roboto.
you was in the Mandalorian. What's the guy named IT? Yeah. All right. Just let's all say
My bad.
Now you straight. It's all good. I'm just being silly. All right. Listen. Again, we got merch. Overdue bills. We got t-shirts. We got hoodies. Get your pre-orders right now and let us know. But let's do this. Game was a blowout. Mere bag of shells. We're gonna go into the playoff picture. Listen. We top of the AFC, number 2 seed, and we rolling. We're rolling. We have one more game into the playoffs. We're gonna have a big playoff pod, so be on the lookout for that. But we gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about it. Like we haven't been here, in a long time, so to speak, even though last year. But I'm just saying, like, generally, like, we haven't been here in a long time. We have to talk about it. And as it stands right now, correct me if I'm wrong, we play the 7th seed, right? As it would stand right now. And
Yes.
the 7th seed is the Cleveland Browns as it stands right now. Now, of course, there are a myriad of playoff implications that will transpire on Sunday, right? Like, it's so many scenarios. We don't necessarily have to go through all of them. But I kind of want to play a game, and I think we can cover everything. Are we cool with that, or do y'all want to talk about? Or are we cool with that? Is everybody good with that?
We're good with that.
All right, I kind of want to play a game, and we're gonna cover everything. And if you are in the comments, I need you to answer these questions as well. We love fan engagement. We see we have a lot of people watching, so please comment up. So listen, we're gonna play a game, and shouts out to Vegas. It's a game of should we be favored or not. Should we be favored or not? All right. And I'm going. No. You're saying yes. I heard you saying
yes.
I'm gonna go through every team. And the answers and the question is, should we be favored or not? And I need you to give me a number, right? Should favored by what? You know what I'm saying? Favored by what? Because the number 2 seed, we're gonna have 2 home playoff games, and then an AFC Championship. Depending on who we play, we'll have another one. So
say that again one more time.
we're gonna have 2 playoff games. All right. So let's start here. Let's start with the team. Let's start with the team who's in the AC, and then we're gonna work our way up. All right. So the team in the AC, I take that back.
17, you mean?
No. We can start with the AFC. The Indianapolis Colts, and I'm gonna start with Matt here. Matt, if we play the Indianapolis Colts, should we be favored, and by how much should we be favored by them?
I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna give us 4.5 points.
Okay, we should be favored by 4.5.
Yeah,
meaning that we should be. That's a pretty substantial over under. Generally, it is 3, 2.5, depending on home and away. But that's good. Okay. Rad.
Yes, favor and 6 points.
Woo! We 6 points better than the Colts. Wow.
Yes, sir. They
I mean, you get the points for the home field advantage, right? And that's
You get what?
So you get the 3 points for the home field advantage.
2.5 in the COVID season.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. All right.
What do you guys? Yep.
Mike.
5.5.
5.5. We should be favored.
Yep.
I want to say a touchdown, but I don't want to be too disrespectful.
I want to say they touched out too.
Listen. So I mean, like
3. Wait, hold on. Go. Bad said his pop said 3. That's like even playing field, right?
Yeah,
We
no,
are
it
better
is.
than the coach.
Yeah.
No matter what field we on.
Shout out, Big Baz.
Shout out to Baz.
Yep, shout out.
Baz sat right next to me when we had season tickets.
yeah. Okay.
The reason that because our defense, bro, our defense is coming. It's here. Our defense is here. And if our defense keeps playing out the same, we're gonna be right at Phillip Rivers all day.
Yeah.
31, 15 or something like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm with y'all. All right. So the Cleveland Browns, as it stands, we will play them now. Should we be favored? And if you're in the comments, all you have to say favored or not favored, maybe favored to win if you don't know what we're saying. And also, we're saying point spread. What should we win by? If you're not familiar with going downtown and putting in a bet, point spread is just what we should win by. So Matt, I'm gonna go to you again. Should we be favored, and how much should we be favored against the Cleveland Browns?
Yes, and I'm gonna go 6.5.
Ooh,
I think we blitz too much, and Baker is terrible against the blitz. He's throwing 2 picks that game, and we're winning by a touchdown.
I think just Baker's terrible. It kind of fits there.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, all right.
So, Rat, what do you think?
I go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's 6 again. I think it's 6. Be a 6 point. I think it'd be the favorite 6 points. I think we're the better team. They can't score with us once again.
Mike.
I feel like the under would be low because they think Pittsburgh would probably come try to run the ball a lot with their 2 running backs. No cold
Cleveland.
weather game, but it's Cleveland, blah, blah, blah. You know, the over and under probably like 42.5. So, right. So the spread might be a little closer because they may think it might be a closer game. Yep. So the spread probably be like 5.5. But the Bills just will blow them out because the Cleveland. Well, Baker is terrible. I don't care anything about them running the ball.
Yeah. But January, based on the forecast, it's clear, bro. We ain't no
weather,
no weather. This gonna be ain't no weather in up here. So
be a little chilly. It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold, but it ain't gonna be no snow.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be 7 feet.
No, it ain't none of that. We just gonna just playing. We just playing. We just gonna office. Our office gonna be good.
Mano y mano. You know what I'm saying? So the number 6 team is the Baltimore Ravens. And it's crazy because I was talking to somebody today, and they were saying that they was a little leery about the Baltimore Ravens. You know, Lamar Jackson and the whole shoe blah. So, Mike, should we be favored against the Baltimore Ravens? Are you comfortable going into that game, and by how much are you comfortable?
I'm a big Lamar fan, all right? And this would be I don't want to see this team, right? This would be my least of all the games, right? I still think we win, but no, Harbaugh is a great coach, right? When Lamar get going, it's hard to stop him. But I don't think they're gonna be able to keep up with us, right? We scoring 30, whoever we play, and so as Baltimore get to 30, trying to run the ball with Gus Edwards, I don't think so. So I would say that it'll be a little closer spread, probably like 4.5, 5. But we cover that easily, and of course we should be favored.
Right.
Yeah, I think we favored. This is pretty much what I'm gonna say every time. They can't score with us. I don't think. I think they weapons outside is not explosive enough. Hollywood Brown and Willie Snead and Dez Bryant is the best you got. That's not good enough. And I think we're gonna be favored by 4.5 points, and I think we cover that for sure.
Matt, you're literally the only person left.
I know. I'm just waiting a second. But no, I actually been engaging with a lot of Baltimore fans today because
wow,
I got a bunch on Facebook that we've been talking. I think we're definitely favored here. I'm gonna go with 3 here. But just on the basis, I mean, they've been saying, "Oh, I'll take your run defense any day," and I'm like, "Well, you can't run if we're up, and we're gonna be up.
That's a fact.
You're not gonna There's no team that's been able to stop us, and the Baltimore Ravens are not. And they mentioned the blitz and stuff. I'm like, Josh has been seeing the blitz from better defenses, better pass rushers, and he's just been chilling.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about you guys running because you won't have the time to.
Yeah, we getting John Brown back.
That's a fact. Smoke Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, and we got the best passing offensive line blocking in the league.
And shout out to Buck, man. Shout out to a Ravens fan. Shout out to my guy Buck. Me and him, we got into a little spat earlier because I didn't like how he spoke on the Bills, so I addressed him on his stat, and he told me that he disliked me. But it's all love between me. It's all love.
Yeah, but Buck is also the one I'm referencing too.
Don't speak on the gang, man. Don't speak on the gang.
No.
For sure. Listen, I'm gonna skip the number 5 seed because we're gonna talk about them in a second. But I'm gonna go to the Tennessee Titans. And listen, before y'all answer, I gotta create context because at the end of the day, Tennessee Titans blew us out. That's a fact. It was a COVID game, but they did blow us out. No, regardless, it was a COVID game, but they still blew us out. And last year the Tennessee Titans, come playoff time, I mean, they hit a run, they hit a stride. And some people would say that they have the recipe to beat the Buffalo Bills. But I'm going to go to Matt because Matt is optimistic, and I know Matt has something to say about this because I know he's going to talk about their quarterback. So, Matt, should we be favored against the Tennessee Titans if we play them? Because it is a real possibility that we could play them. And also, by how much should we be favored by? And granted, let me say this, all of these games would be home games, and I do not think that Uncle Cuomo will allow us to have fans. But, Matt.
No. I'm going to obviously go favored, just like, we're going to go probably against everybody. But I'm going to say we'll be favored against them 2.5 to be a little closer. But, Ryan Tannehill, I said it earlier in the season, we have his number Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee is different. But the past couple of weeks, their defense has been atrocious.
Facts.
They and it show. I don't know if they showed that they can't play in the cold the other night or what it was, but Green Bay just did whatever they want. And Aaron Rodgers is obviously the other MVP candidate.
Okay.
Green Bay is good, but AJ Dillon ran all over him. His first huge game of the year, and Devontae Adams did whatever he wants. Stephon Diggs is better than Devontae Adams.
That's a fact.
So
Talk about it, Matt.
I'm going with that. And
Talk about
they got nobody on that side that's going to stop him. So I'm going to go with us, favored by 2.5.
I'm glad Matt said that, and I need to address that because I need to address the people. There's been a lot of conversation around my take of Devontae Adams, and I said it, and I stand by it. Devontae Adams has had 2 1,000-yard seasons in the NFL. He's been in the NFL longer than Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs has just as many yards as him, less receptions. And yes, Devontae Adams has more touchdowns, but that's just a mere bag of shells. Here, way more.
17.
No.
But you gotta look at also is that they don't have anybody else that Aaron Rodgers is throwing the ball to.
And he's
Josh Allen spreading it around and still giving stuff 1,500 yards.
Okay.
And Devontae Adams is like really good too.
No, he's very good.
Oh, okay.
Very good. He's very
Yeah,
good.
but
I'm not saying yeah.
He's
but
really,
Diggs
really
is
good.
better.
Yeah.
Diggs is better. That's what we're
Okay,
saying.
whatever. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
So you were saying?
But yeah, I think we're gonna be favored by 3 points. I think they can score. I think they offense, right? They got weapons on the outside. They got a running game. Tannehill was playing better. He's not, what Matt thought he was, just gonna be like some doodle guy. I think he's better than that. But their defense is terrible. I think it's gonna be a shootout, and I think we win that game.
Mike.
Also, last time we played him, we didn't have Milano.
We didn't have anybody.
Tremaine Edmonds wasn't who he is now. I know you guys had some shit.
Our defense.
He was terrible. Yeah.
He was terrible. But
Edmonds, listen, if anybody is a physical trainer, they need to train him. He needs to get in the weight room. He needs to start lifting weights because it just seemed like
he a Pro Bowler though. He a Pro Bowler. The last 6 games he had one bad game. I was his biggest critic. I was, he had one bad game.
Listen,
but the previous 5 was good. Though.
I watched this game and it almost felt as if, and this is niche, but it almost felt as if they was Riverside running the ball and we was Hutch Tech and Hassan. Shouts out to Hassan. Got blown off the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like it was bad. It was a bad outing for us, or him. But Mike, the people want to know before you answer the question, what are you drinking in the cup?
Oh, hey, the little Tito's and cranberry apple.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Nice college girl drink there, Pat. Yeah. Shout out to the women. There's no but I thought Mike was definitely about to say he was on some dog or some Paul here.
Nah, Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple.
Mills, shout out to Mills. Mills called me. Mills was on his way to grab some Tito's. I want to know if Big Cuz on Tito's, I'm on some Tito's.
Okay.
Right.
Shout out to Mills. I'll delivering the stimmies to everybody.
The stimmies. Yeah, if y'all stimmies ain't there, Mills got them. Okay, Mike. I don't know, Mike. Okay, we're moving on. We can talk about the Steelers, but I'm sure everybody's gonna say favorite. We just beat the Steelers. They're terrible. Let's get to the game that everybody wants to talk about. Playoff picture. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. Are we going to be favored? And if you are in the comments, please answer this. Do you think we'll be favored against the Chiefs? And that will be at Arrowhead. Pause. And do you think what would be the spread? And I'm going to go to Rad first.
Will we be the favorite?
Should we be favorites? Not would we? Should we?
Favorite? I think the spread would be 3 points favorite to them. So that's even. There you go. So no, we won't be the favorite. To go, the defending champs, we're not gonna be the favorite in their home. And it's Mahomes, and it's Andy Reid, and it's Arrowhead. So no, we're not gonna be the favorites. But I think it's gonna be like 3.5 point spread.
All right. More interesting. If we were at home, what would the spread be? Will we be favored in that game if we were at home?
No,
probably not.
So
should we be?
It probably should be more than 3 then.
Yeah. It's not going to be more than 3 though.
But I don't think it will be.
Yeah.
It'll be 2.5 if we was home, Kansas City.
Nah, it'd be 1. They'll put it in the little Vegas zone. But Mike, how do you feel about it?
No, we should not be a favorite. They are the reigning champs. They are 14-1, right? I texted the group yesterday. It was funny that the Chiefs are playing terrible and they are still much better than a lot of teams, right? It shows you how good they really are. So if the Chiefs some kind of way find a switch, maybe they are kind of whatever. It's the regular season. We 14-1. We got the 1 seed. We got the bye. Who cares? Right? Maybe they're waiting for the playoffs to turn it on. That's a dangerous formula, right? But they are still probably the best team in the league playing at their best versus your best. So no, we shouldn't be favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
Rad melting.
Yeah, I'm crying. It seems like Rad always got something going on, but it's all good, Rad. But listen. Matt, did you go and answer? How do you feel about it?
I think it's going to be a pick'em, which is an even game, no spread. I think it'll be a pick'em. I mean, offenses are, stats wise, they're going to be the same. It's going to be. And then I think our defense has the edge on them, so I think it'll be a pick'em.
We tried.
Yeah. So.
Listen, everybody, we're laughing. You can't really see it now because I covered it. But Rad, aka, I did now, aka Real Estate Rad. Rad just moved into a new house, and he is trying to get his studio set up, but clearly he is having some technical.
He was off all day too, so he has no excuse. He could have did the. Don't even blame the boys either. Don't blame the kids either.
Rad, I want to get my Beyblade, Rad.
I'm crying. Listen. The people, listen. You got to journey with us. I don't know what happened. That's Rad. He just listen. But shouts out. He moved into a new house. But listen. We held y'all. Man, it's 51 minutes. We held y'all on the show for a while, but we wanted to go through the playoff picture just to get our thoughts and your thoughts on how do we feel about the Bills. And clearly we feel really good about the Bills. Obviously, we think that the only team that can give us some trouble is the Kansas City Chiefs. But with that being said, we do have a game coming up. We have a game coming up against the Miami Dolphins. It's a divisional game. And Rad, you good. My question to everybody, just a quick question. How do you feel about the game? Should we play the game? Or, meaning that should we sit our starters? You know what I'm saying? And do you think we'll win? And I'm going to Mike because Mike is rolling his eyes.
It's tough for me, right? Because I would want to know the analytics, right? Maybe that's just me. But I would want to know the difference between the 2 and the 3. How big of a difference does it make?
Well, they don't know because this has never happened. And what I mean by that is this is the first time where there's only one person that's getting the bye. So they don't know. So there's no analytics that can give you that.
No, yes it is. Right?
No, it's not.
It's still right 2 home games. So technically it'd be the 3 then, right? Whatever.
No.
Whatever the case, my thing is it better to have 1 home game or 2 home games?
We're 6. I think we're 6-1 at home. Clearly, it'll be better. I mean,
yeah, I know. Well, I'm just saying over as having 2 home games versus having 1 home game in the playoffs. How big of a deal is it, right? If they say you have 2 home games, it gives you an X amount of chance to win this championship versus if you only have 1 home game, right? If it's a great enough percentage where if we have 2 home games, it's a greater chance we win the Super Bowl. Yes, then you play to win because the whole goal is to win the Super Bowl, right? You do everything, whatever it takes. Rest versus rust. We always talk about it. What does it say? Should you rest your team or should they play? So I'm saying I'm leaning toward analytics. Whatever McDermott go with, I'm sure he's doing it off some numbers.
Before, shouts out to Mama Coaster. Mama Coaster said, Mike, it's too many variables for analytics, and I do agree with that. And also,
there's never
like no fans or something. Like no fans.
Analytics always say it's too crazy. No, it's a way to figure out. We use numbers to go to the moon allegedly, so we could use it to figure out if we should play starters or not.
Mike, you don't believe in momentum. So Matt, with that being said, how do you feel about it? Should they play? Because your mother said they should sit them after the first quarter. I don't know if she has inside information, but
well, I mean, I think that they're gonna play to win this game. I mean,
Okay.
it's a chance. They don't play going ahead, just like they haven't been doing all season. They preach. I think Jaquan said it when he was on the show. He said that Frazier says, what's the most important game is this game, right? So they want to win this game. It'll be the first chance to go undefeated in our division in probably 30 years, right? To knock Miami out of the playoffs probably, and then to get that 2 seed is guaranteeing your home games all the way through. Like, say something happens with Kansas City getting upset, we're still going to be guaranteed that home game in the AFC Championship. So I think those variables play in. We have to play everybody and then see how the game goes. If it's going, if we're getting killed or like if we're blowing them out, if it's a close game and you think you got to keep them in a little longer, then maybe. But I think you play them. I think we want to win this game for sure.
I'm leaning towards playing them, because they're good. They're a quality team. Mm-hmm. And if it was a bad team, it was the Jets, I would say not play, if that makes sense. I think because it's a team that's gonna give full effort, it's gonna help us going into the playoff. We don't get a bye. I think that's nuanced too. If we got a bye, even different. Yeah. If we don't get a bye, so I'm leaning towards playing them. I wouldn't be mad if he don't, but I'm leaning towards playing them. Because it's a good team, and I think I want to be playing good. Keep this what we got going playing into the playoffs. Keep Josh Allen on this hot streak. Keep the defense engaged, ready to play. Get John Brown back if you want to get him back. Give him some reps. So I'm leaning towards play. But I'm not mad either way. But I'm leaning towards play.
Okay, score predictions real quick.
If there's guys on the fence though too, then I definitely sit him. Like if Cole Beasley's, a chance of maybe not playing,
he's not
sit him.
He's not
in the concussion protocols. And shout out to we didn't get to talk about this because it was announced after our show last week, but Jordan Poyer is definitely the biggest snub in Pro Bowl selections this year. He was at least in my opinion. I don't. It's probably a consensus for a lot of people, but he's in the concussion protocol, so I wouldn't play him this week. Yeah, I want to say just for Bills fans, he was as far as stats wise, he was the best safety tackles.
Nobody's talking about it besides Bills fans.
No, in all media publications, he's been on the top snubs for sure.
DeForest Buckner didn't make it either.
J.C. Jackson and DeForest Buckner they were definitely in the top of snubs, but I think he was definitely a snub. He should have got voted in.
Okay,
yeah, I would take him over Edmonds. No offense to Edmonds.
Yeah. But with that being said, he's probably going to be out this week because he's in the concussion protocol. So keep him out.
Well, he came back, didn't he? I thought they say he came back.
I don't remember seeing. I saw Dean Marlowe a lot yesterday. He got that sack right when Jordan Poyer went out, and I think they kept him in for most of the game. So I don't remember Poyer being in after that.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
I heard he came back, but maybe maybe they misspoke.
Yeah.
Score predictions.
Yep.
Somebody.
Yes. It's tough to give, right? Because we don't know who's playing, right? Mm-hmm. If the Bills play. Yeah, if we play, okay, I'm gonna go. If we play, Tua is terrible. 31. 15.
Okay, Matt. Rad.
I'm going 28-17. Bills.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely scoring 30, right? I don't know what.
Bills I don't know what he's.
We're scoring 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Because I don't know what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? We can easily not play the third quarter. We can easily not. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with 34-12.
Miami defense is
gonna be a Jason Sanders day for Miami. It's gonna be a lot of field goals.
Okay.
34-12.
Okay. I'm with that.
Defense though.
They do.
I'm going 37-23. 37-23. Please hit the over. For all the yous who know, But so we can move on. We're getting ready to get off the show. We definitely appreciate all of you for liking, for sharing, and for watching and commenting. We appreciate all of it. Please. We have merch. Listen, if you want your hoodies, Overdue Bills, if you want your t-shirts, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We on all the platforms, Overdue Bills Pod. We have the website, overduebillspod.com. You know what I mean? Please check out the website. We have one writer at the time, Mike Daniels. He's our writer, our editor in chief, and
senior
editor in chief, senior writer. But Matt, please
YouTube too.
Please let us know. Oh, YouTube too. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Overdue Bills Pod, on YouTube. We're trying to get our subscribers up over there as well. But Matt, I need you. Please let us know who won the contest. Please let the people know. Let the people know, because you may not know, but we presented by Wing Kings, man. Let the people know who won it.
So we got a great sponsor in Wing Kings, and we've been getting we've been going too nice because we want everybody to get a chance to win. We're honorable men. Yesterday we had a couple people in the contest that put their prediction in, but they didn't follow the full scope of it. But you know what? We let them slide. We said it before the game, and we honored that. And 2 guys actually ended up tying and winning. Had they did what they were supposed to do and tagging 2 other people, they would have won outright and they would have tied. We'd have got them both gift cards, which we're still going to do. But the real clear winner that followed all the rules was Josh Coaster. So we had 3 winners yesterday.
Tapakage.
Tapakage.
Josh Coaster. Yeah, Josh Coaster was a real winner. And then we had a Patriots fan, and Tony Rivera. He won. And then Scott Hahn.
Patriots fans always find a way to ruin the party, man. They always find a way.
So he bet against the Bills.
Matt,
he bet against the Patriots.
But Matt, hold on, wait a minute, 1 second.
No. He had the Patriots winning, but he had the yardage though.
Matt, can I ask you a question? Did you come back reborn as Steve Harvey? Because you just gave us like 6 winners. Who won the contest?
It's 3 winners. Tony
Literally.
Rivera, Scott Hahn, and Josh Coaster. Yeah.
Okay.
We had 3 winners yesterday.
Three winners.
But if we're going on the technicality, Josh Coaster was the one who followed all the rules, and going forward in this contest, as we're going to announce, we're not going to let anybody slide next week. So
we're giving out 3 gift cards.
We're giving out 3 gift cards this week because I honored the other 2 and they would have tied, so I would have given both of them a gift card.
Yo, Matt is
Preach really don't pay attention to what's going on.
3 wings for everybody.
Yeah, 3 wings for everybody.
Wings for you.
More
3
people
wings.
are gonna get some Wing Kings. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Everybody eats. B.
Listen,
Everybody eats B.
listen.
All right, good job, Brad.
Yeah, good job. Let me say that everybody eats me. I know we haven't in a long time, but we here the money. But no, listen. If you listen, we let everybody know in the comments, and if you're watching, please go to Buffalo Wing Kings Audio Wings there and let them know that Overdue Bills Pod sent you. You get 10% off. 10% off. And if
that's basically a wing free, you know what I'm saying?
Listen. They giving you a 10th off.
Pepper wing for free.
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
That's a fact.
They giving you a 10th off. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we gonna call that the pre-special. You know what that mean? We tithing over here. For sure. I think that's all. Matt, the contest.
Man.
Matt, talk about the contest for the people, Matt.
All right. So the contest this week is gonna be the same as it's been the last 2 weeks. What you're gonna do is we're gonna clip this contest that I'm giving you guys right now. We're gonna clip this. You guys can watch the video, or we'll have it written out in the description. What you have to do is you have to predict the score of this week's game, the Buffalo Bills against the Miami Dolphins. Then, as a tiebreaker, just in case we have multiple of the same submission, you're going to give the total passing yards of the Buffalo Bills. So that's, that could be Josh Allen, everybody throwing the ball, and then it'll just be the total passing yards at the end of the game, that stat. That person will be the tiebreaker if we don't have anybody who predicts the score correctly. Then when you do that, you have to tag 2 people. It can be any 2 people. Yeah, you have to tag people this week. There's gonna be no letting it slide. If you don't do it by the contest start,
Steve
you're
Harvey,
gonna kick your submission. You can enter on Instagram and on Facebook. So definitely get your entries in before the kickoff. We're gonna close the contest at 12:45 on Sunday afternoon.
You heard it. Please enter the contest. Get a chance to win a gift certificate to Buffalo Wing Kings. Listen. They got the flavors for you. Please go support and definitely let them know Overdue Bills. Rat, if you can, let the people know how much the hoodies is, the merch, the t-shirts. Listen, we got a shipment in. We sold out But we got another shipment in. It's coming. We need pre-orders to get these hoodies out. Definitely for the playoffs. Matt, let the people know what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. I just got off the phone with Mills. Mills said he's still delivering out right now.
He delivering, y'all.
Still delivering joints right now.
Listen.
$40 hoodies, $25 t-shirts. We here. Mills delivering, man. I just got off the phone with him. He's still out there. He's doing what he got to do. Shout out Mills,
get him
man.
in time for our first playoff game. So try to get him in this week so you get him
pre-orders.
Yes.
Game. Yep.
You can inbox us on Facebook. Definitely. In the comments, y'all know if family and me, we gonna work something out. But so you can inbox us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let us know. We got Cash App, Venmo. We take cash. You know what I'm saying? We take it all. So listen. Because I gotta say this. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow us on
the YouTube link is in the comments.
It's in the comments. Listen, please share us everything. Follow us, subscribe to our pages. Listen, we're trying to take the pod to the next level. We appreciate you coming on. And my guys, do you have anything else to say?
Nah, man, it's too much today.
For sure. We had our show, but listen, the Bills is taking over, man. We taking over. But
taking over.
I forgot the words to that. Something at a time. Okay. All right. As it is customary, we end every show with a little hey.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, we got to do that better, y'all.
We got to be better. We got to be way more.